We are live. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. My name is Manisha, and I live in New York, and it's 8:10 p.m. over here. Um, Let me know if you are watching live and where you are watching from, or if you watch replay and where did you watch it from. I would appreciate that. Okay, so how was your morning today? Mine was really magical morning. Today I practiced the magical morning practice. It's day 11. So in the morning I did thank you to everyone whatever I touched, whenever I put up my leg on the earth and on the floor, and I say thank you, thank you, thank you. And after I finished my magical morning practice, I did my yoga. And when I did my yoga, my son, who is an adult, he spent almost an hour correcting my posture and doing stretches with me. I understand, and it was magical for me. It was bliss for me. I understand, maybe the young moms would not understand, but kids with like a young adult would definitely understand why it was magical for me, because once kids are an adult, they don't want to spend time with you. They are always busy in their lives. But today I was able to spend time with my son almost more than an hour, so it was magical for me. So that was my magical morning today, and we are at day 12. Day 12 is magical people who made a difference. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each one of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. Every one of us has received help, support, or guidance from other people at particular times in our life when we needed it most. Sometimes another person alters the course of our life through their encouragement, guidance, or just being there at the right time. And then life goes on. And we tend to forget those times when one person touched us or changed our life. Sometimes you don't even realize the impact a person had until well into the future. When you look back on your life and realize that a particular person who pivotal in magically changing the direction of your life for the better. The person may have been a teacher or coach, an uncle, aunt, sibling, grandparent, or any family member. They may have been a doctor, nurse, or best friend. They may have been the person who introduced you to your current partner or a particular interest that became one of your greatest passions. Maybe they were someone you didn't even know and they appeared in your life very briefly, performing a random act of kindness that touched you to the core. My grandmother gave me my love for books, cooking, and the countryside. By sharing her love of those things with me, all of them affected and changed the course of my life. Cooking became a passion of mine for over 20 years. My love of books eventually led to me becoming a writer, and my love of the countryside has influenced where I have lived throughout my life. My grandmother also disciplined me with a still hand to say thank you at the time. Thank you. At the time, I thought she was just teaching me to be polite. It was only later in my life I realized that teaching me to say the magic words was the greatest gift my grandmother ever gave me. She is not alive anymore, but I continue to be grateful to her for the huge influence she had on the course of my life. Thank you, Grandma. Today, you are going to think about the magical people who have impacted your life. Find a quiet place alone sometime during a day today, sit down, and think of three extraordinary people who have made a difference in your life. Once you have your three people, work with one person at a time and talk out loud to each person as though they were present, telling him or her the reasons why you are grateful to them and how they affected the course of your life. Make sure you do this magical practice with all three people in the one session because it will take your feelings of gratitude to a far deeper level. If you split up this magical practice throughout the day, you will not feel the same depth of gratitude nor receive the magical results. Here's an example of what you might say. Sarah, I want to thank you for the time that you encouraged me to follow my heart. I was lost and confused that day, and your words touched me and lifted me out of despair. Because of what you said, I found the courage to follow my dream, and I moved to France to work as an apprentice chef. I'm living my dream, and I couldn't be happier. All because of what you said to me that day. Thank you, Sarah. That's the example. I am pretty sure someone must have touched your life at one point of time. You know, Yes, and as she said, you don't realize at the time. It's in the future that you realize that how much they have touched your life, or your life is changed because of that. It's very important that you say the reasons why you are grateful. And you can't say too much. Instead, the more you say and the more you feel, the more amazing the results. You will see the magic explode into your life from doing this practice. It numbers among the most powerful acts of gratitude you can ever perform. If you are not in a position to talk out loud, then you can write down your words to each person and address them as though you are writing a letter. When you have completed this practice, you will feel a huge difference in the way that you feel. The evidence of gratitude's power working is always that first and foremost, it makes you happy. The secondary evidence of gratitude's power is that you attract wonderful things. And as if all of that wasn't enough, the happiness you feel after practicing gratitude also attracts more wonderful things, which will make you even happier. That's the magic of life, and that's the magical power of gratitude. So, magical practice number 12, magical people who made a difference. First thing in the morning, make a list of 10 blessings why you are grateful for. Reread your list, and after each sentence, say thank you, thank you, thank you. Find a quiet place alone, sometimes during today, and make a list of three people who made a difference in your life. Work through the list one person at a time, and while talking out loud, tell each person the reason why you are grateful for them and exactly how they affected the course of your life. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. Okay, so that's our magical practice number 12. And tomorrow I'll come back with magical practice number 13. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.